Yes, 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 yes. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, everyone. It is June 6th, 2022. On live again to say happy Monday and to bring some more juicy golden nuggets to you. My first question of the day is: how would it feel to know that the pieces of the puzzle are coming together for you? Yes, just think about all the things you want to accomplish, all the steps you've been taking to accomplish them. And if you haven't, just feel what it would feel like if you were, and that the pieces of the puzzle are coming together, that you're actually keeping your word to yourself and maybe even to others to live your best life, have your best career. We spend so much time in our working hours that it's just so important, right? So just imagine that this morning, on this Monday morning, what that feels like. My name is Crystal Barrow. I'm a certified career and leadership coach. I'm helping prominent professional women like you to navigate your next career move. And I co create an action plan with you, hold your hand through the process so that you can find your voice, reclaim your power, and get to that career fulfillment that you've been working so hard for. Thank you for joining me today. If you're watching me live, come on, let me know where you're watching from, who you are. Put it in the comments so I can shout you out and say hello. If you catch the replay, you know what to do. Hit that hashtag replay so I can come back and say hello and thank you for watching. Again, appreciate all the support and the encouragement to keep this darn thing going each and every Monday for the P.E.P. Pep Talk Live with yours truly, Crystal Barrow. Hi, Kelly. Good morning. Yes, have a blessed week as well. Absolutely. Starting with today, every day, right? Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for always tuning in. So I'm going to get started right away because I want to talk about today, or the reflection question for the week really is: how are those career goals going that you likely set in the new year? Okay, we're 6 months in, people. We're 6 months in. It's June. It's here. How's it going? I have to say, and feel free to drop in the comments, if you're feeling on a scale of 1 to 10, where are you feeling in your career right now? How are you feeling now? And where do you want to be on that scale in the coming months, in the coming weeks, the coming months, the coming year? Okay. So listen, in all other areas of our life, we have some measurables, right? We have the financial realm where, listen, what does your bank account look like? Are you happy with it? Are you not happy with it? How do you fix it, right? How do you get it to where you want it to be? So there's some clear measurables there. In the health and wellness, right? Maybe you have some weight loss goals, getting toned up, actually losing weight, whatever it might be for you. We have some measurables there. We have a scale to tell you whether you're losing pounds. We have other ways to measure. Our clothing helps us measure our weight goals, our weight loss goals, or just getting fit. We know there's some tools and things that really show us how we're doing in these areas, right? And what about love? Are you feeling lonely? Are you feeling like you're with your soulmate? Are you feeling like you haven't met your soulmate yet? And what comes up for you around that? So there are some clearly defined measurables that give us a gauge on how we're doing with where we want to be and where we want to be with those other areas of our life. So when it comes to also our career, there are some measurables too. And we are in June. We're 6 months in. So let's start doing that personal career assessment to see how you're doing with those career goals. And if you don't have the career goals or intentions, I encourage you to set them, because how do you know if you're growing or advancing? How do you know where you want to be? What are you looking forward to? Remember, you're always dying if you're not growing. So it's important to look at the measurables. And that's what I want to talk about today. Also, are you feeling fulfilled with the work that you're doing? And it's never too late. Don't worry. Don't start thinking about that. But are you feeling fulfilled with the work that you're doing, or are you not? Clear and measurable. You either are or you're not. Or sometimes it's a roller coaster. I know have been plenty of times throughout my career where I was feeling a little bit in a funk, but then something great would happen, and then I was on a high for a while, and then something would happen, meh, and then it was on a low. So there can be ups and downs, but overall feeling, do you feel like you're doing the work you're supposed to be doing, that you're called to do? Do you feel like you're having an impact, the impact that you want to make? Do you feel you're at the level that you want to be? Some clear measurables around how you're doing in your career. Maybe you wanted to be making more money by this time. How do you go about doing that? Maybe you wanted to ask for a raise by this point, a promotion at this point, right? So there are some quick ways, some easy ways to say, yes, I'm right where I want to be, or yes, I'm loving where I'm at, but I want to be here, the next level, or I'm not really happy at all and I'm feeling stuck. What the heck's going on? How do I move forward? Right? And in all those other areas I mentioned earlier, that financial, the love, all these things, there are people that can help you along the way with that, right? And so are you tapping into that? Are you using, right? For the career, it tends to be yourself, really, you're the best person to know. And in love too, I think you're the best person to know where you're at with things. Financially, you might have that representative from the bank or the investment firm, right? Keeping you up to speed on where you're at with things. You might have a personal trainer, or you can tell intuitively how you're doing with your health and wellness, or a doctor's report has come in and said, you're not doing so great, or you're in great shape, keep it up. Right. So there's some external assistance as well. The same can go for your career, right? Same can go for your career. So look at the measurables and be honest about where you're at in your career right now, as you sit here today, as you're listening to this video. Okay. Because take this as a sign. You were 6 months in, and if you're not where, at least moving the needle and where along the path to where you want to be, because we're continuously growing. There's no end point. So we're continuously growing. But are you on the journey? Where are you at in the journey? And what do you have to do? What tweaks are necessary? So there's some steps, 4 steps I want to share with you today in order to do your own personal assessment of your career. Okay. The first one is to really take stock and inventory of where you are in your career right now. And I don't mean just think about it. I want you to really go from get out of your head and really think about, really delineate what are those categories, those buckets, those areas of reflection for you in your career. And then use the scale, the 1 to 10 scale, for how you're feeling about that. What would it look like if you're at a 5? What would it look like for you to be at an 8 or 9 or 10? And if you're at a 10, how can you level up? What's the next thing that you could be doing or looking forward to? Hi, LaShawn. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for tuning in. Yes, we're talking about doing your own personal career assessment because we are 6 months into the year. Okay. And if you're in the same place feeling stuck, or you're in the same place spinning your wheels in your career that you were from the beginning of the year, or perhaps even last year, I want to help you move out of that. I want to help you move forward, move that needle. So the first thing we're talking about, the first step is to take inventory of where you are, being honest with it, being specific with it, and getting out of your own head. After you take inventory, I want you to identify, what are those blocks, obstacles? What do you feel is in your way? What do you think is working for you on this journey? What do you think is not working for you on this journey? This can be internal. Think about from yourself. Think about what it is that's working, not working. Or perhaps it's something external that'll help you with this. Perhaps it's feedback you're being given, performance rating you've been given. Opinions of others, you pick and pull, right? Ultimately, you're the CEO of your own career, but there are ways to get information and to be informed about this, right? From the inside and from the outside, but you know best. So first step, take inventory and take stock of where you are presently in your career, where you want to go. Second step, identify those blocks and obstacles. What do you think are the obstacles? What do you think is working? What do you think is not working for you? Step 3, it's time to set some new milestones. Time for a reset. All right. You've got to have some milestones along the way so that you know whether you're making progress or not. Very key. Why do all of this, or why stress yourself thinking about your career and where you want to be without having a plan to change it? Now, if you don't plan on changing it, no judgment, that's fine. But if you do plan on change, you have to make the change. You have to take ownership of that, and you have to start to take the action. So you have to identify what's not working, what's working, and then reset some milestones or create some milestones. It's not too late. If you've been sitting on it for the last 6 months, although you had good intentions in the beginning of the year, don't worry about it. It's not too late. Set some new milestones starting this week. Okay, that's step number 3. And step number 4, it's time to get some accountability. Have that personal board of advisors for you to move the needle in the direction in which you want to go. So we're talking about letting someone know what your intentions and goals are. So maybe they'll help you fine tune them. Maybe they'll help you, they'll ask how you're doing or hold you accountable for taking steps. Accountability is not a bad word. That's going to be a whole nother conversation, a whole nother pep talk. Accountability is not a bad word. Okay. So, but you need kind of repetition, and you need, right? Just like those other areas of your life, right? Health and wellness. Are you having someone to hold you accountable besides yourself to help you get healthier, to help you make better choices? My daughter is that person for me. When I go to grab something I should not be drinking, a little soda or something, she says, "Mommy, no, don't do it. Mommy, don't do it." So we need those reminders. We need the accountability because we are human. And why not involve others around us that love us and want to encourage us? Yes? Okay, so let me know in the comments what resonates with you today from today's Monday pep talk. And just always apply the PEP methodology: perception, exploration, and planning. When you woke up today, how are you perceiving the situation or circumstance that you're in? We're talking about a 6-month reflection now that we're in June and we're halfway through the year. How are you perceiving the situation that you're in, the career that you're in, the work environment that you're in, the people that you work with, the work that you're doing and getting done or not getting done, your growth and advancement, right? How are you perceiving all of this? And then explore, P.E.P, explore new approaches to get different results. And if you haven't started, no shame, no judgment. But now is the time to start exploring what can you do over the next 6 months in order to move the needle. Reset those milestones, create milestones, have intentions, right? The goal can be this amorphous thing at the end, but if you reverse engineer the goal and take actual steps, you'll get there. Okay. And then the last P in PEP is for planning. So what's that one step you could take? If it feels overwhelming, it's not meant to be. If it feels overwhelming, take one step. Just think of one action you can take today or this week to get that ball rolling. It's June, people. We are 6 months into the year. How are those goals working for you? Do your personal career assessment. Share with me, come back and share with me in the comments if you are going to do that personal assessment so I can cheer you on. If you've already done and completed that personal career assessment, come back and share with me any takeaways you've had from it so I can celebrate you along the way. And remember, it's never too late to do work that you love. I have that special. It's now no longer a masterclass. We're going to do a workshop, people. We're going to do a 5-day workshop because I see some people who actually need to get out of their head onto paper and take some real steps. So I'm not going to just teach to you in a masterclass. We're going to do a workshop so I can help you get unstuck. So definitely look out for that. There'll be some more videos, some more information coming. If you're not on my email list, DM me so you can get on that list and learn more about when this is coming out. We're going to get it done. We're going to get it done. We're going to get it done. Okay. I hope all is well. Have a fantastic week. Remember, it's never too late to do work that you love. Create the vision, claim it, and own it. Have a great week. Thank you for joining me.